All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DisClaymer podcast. Hey, if you're listening to this on iTunes or Spotify or Podbean, make sure you go check me out on YouTube, DisClaymer DisClaymer podcast on YouTube for the video version. And please comment down below if how you found me. If you come to the YouTube channel, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below how you found me, right? Did you find me scrolling through Spotify or iTunes? I don't even know if anybody listens to me on iTunes because I can't even see the analytics. So if you're listening to me on iTunes, I think you're special. I think you're a real special person. Let me know though, because I have no idea I don't know how to see the analytics on iTunes. Okay, so make sure you let me know. All right, comment down below on the YouTube video. Welcome. Like I said, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Which, speaking of Instagram, oh my gosh, dude, I gotta post. I gotta make a post on Instagram. I forgot. I went to Arizona. A few weeks ago to visit my sister and brother-in-law, and they live in Tucson, and it was beautiful. I posted a vlog on my main channel. If I can't even freaking talk. If you have not seen that vlog on my main YouTube channel, links down below. Go click on my main channel. Go watch the vlog. Love Arizona. Beautiful. Plus, there is a little foreshadowing at the end of the video. So, we went to Arizona, and my brother-in-law got some really nice pictures of me and my brother. We went hiking. It was, oh my gosh, it was to die for, dude. There's also a wildfire across the city. There's a wildfire, and it's you could see it at night. It was kind of cool, but also a little scary because it was up in the mountains. It was a little close to the city though, so it was a little risque. It's whatever though, Hey, and guess what? That's what it's all about. All right, guys, we don't live in fear, and that's the title of this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This episode is called "Don't Live Scared" or "Don't Live in Fear." I don't know what I'm going to title it, but something like that, okay? This podcast, I am going to try to be as controversially non-controversial as I possibly can, all right? Because we're going to be talking about some issues, modern-day issues about the coronavirus. Not about the protests. I'm in no position to be talking about the protests, okay? Obviously, I am a white male, okay? But the coronavirus definitely, oh, by the way, guys, hold on. Before I get started, you guys notice how tan I am? You look at how tan I am. You notice this, though, guys? Huh? Are you kidding me, dude? I don't look that tan. For some reason, why does the camera never make me look tan? I tell you, if you saw me in real life, you'd be like, oh, wow. You are tan, Clay. You look horrible. You need a shave. You have bags under your eyes. Clay, you look terrible, but you look tan. And I like that you're tan, but otherwise you look awful. I'd say thank you, guys. Thank you very much for oh, whoa, look at those muscles. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Watch out, dude. You know how people describe my muscles? Loud, okay? I have loud muscles. Think about it. Are you thinking? Hope you are. Anyways, okay, so about this coronavirus, or the beer bug. I can't say the actual thing because, I'm not monetized on this channel, but, obviously if I mention it, YouTube is going to they're going to lose their marbles, okay, just like the rest of the world is. They're going to lose their daggum marbles if I mention it, So I'm going to try to avoid mentioning it, but I'm just going to call it the coronavirus. That's my favorite way to refer to it. The coronavirus. I'm going to try to be as, like I said, controversially non-controversial about this. All right? And listen, whatever your opinion is, it doesn't matter what side you're on, okay? Whether you just want to live open, free, no lockdown, or if you just want to be shut down inside forever, never go outside ever again, wearing a mask while you're sleeping, it doesn't matter, okay? This is irregardless of your opinion. My message to people, though, to everyone, is to not live in fear. This is what is driving me crazy because it's even affecting my family. I am seeing my family. They think, we were just talking about the end of the world. Like, is this the end of the world? Like, is this the apocalypse? What's going to happen? Right? They're thinking like, hey, this could be it. This could be, this is it, guys. It's happening. Humanity's done for. And I'm just like, yo, what happened? People, society, the media. I honestly, to be honest with you, it's just like, yes, the coronavirus, not a cool thing. I don't like it. I'm like you guys. I don't like it. Okay? I think absolutely we should be very mindful of each other, respect each other's opinions. You know, try to be as seriously, try to be as healthy as possible. You know, washing your hands, that should be something that you should have been practicing before the coronavirus. Okay? Your diet, are you consuming things to help boost your immune system? These are basic hygienic things, okay? Taking showers 5 times a day. Are you doing that? Because I do that. I was doing that before the coronavirus. I was bathing in hand sanitizer once, 5 showers a day, okay? I ate only oranges before this whole situation, guys. Obviously, I'm joking, but, you know, I'm just saying, though, that should be, if there's anything that comes out of this coronavirus, you know, better your hygiene, okay? That's one thing, all right? So, I'm just saying, regardless of whatever you believe about this, whether you're on one side or the other, I hate this, though, that people pick sides. We love to pick sides, okay? Really, we should all be in the middle, trying to compromise with each other, talking it out, being open-minded. That's what it's all about, okay? My advice, though, is don't live in fear, because I'm seeing people lose their marbles, all right? They're going insane, going crazy, scared to death about this coronavirus, okay? And here's my advice. And here's the thing. Like, I have family. I have parents who are old too, and old people are definitely at risk. Absolutely. It's very dangerous. And obviously for people with pre-existing conditions and just some regular people, you know, obviously it's a dangerous thing, this coronavirus. Dangerous thing, you know? But here's my advice, though. We have to be willing to let go. You have, as a human being, all right, eventually, you are going to have to let go of everything. And this is serious. This can be a serious point, all right? A little deep, a little dark. You're going to have to let go of life at some point. Obviously, like, you know, someone like me, I'm young. I don't want to let go of life, but I have to be willing to accept the fact that I might have to, you know? I refuse to live life. I refuse to live life in fear. That's something I will not do, no matter how much, you know, the media wants to make me scared. The media tries to make me very emotional about whatever, tries to get me fearful about whatever it is. It's not even just about the coronavirus, anything. No matter what, I refuse to live life scared. I refuse to be scared of passing away, of death. I refuse to be scared of that, okay? Because at some point, we all have to you have to be willing to let go of everything that you have. You have to be willing to let go. This is one of those things that, honestly, yoga, I've been doing yoga almost every day, like I mentioned before. Yoga really helps me let go. Like yoga is a physical way for me to let go, like stretching your body and just, you know, really just relaxing your body and just teaching your body to physically let go, but also it kind of trains you mentally to let go. So everything I have in my life right now, I have to be willing to let go. And the same applies for everyone else. Now, obviously, it's a little bit easier for me. I don't like, if you're someone who's like a father who has kids and stuff and has a family, that is way harder to let go, obviously. Way, way harder. But the simple fact of the matter is, it's a cold, hard thing. Okay? Reality, it doesn't play favorites. You know it? And sometimes, guess what? You get a check from reality. You get a reality check. Okay? Reality check. I can't even say that. Reality check. You know? And you have to be willing to let go of, you know, whatever you got. So, for me personally, going out in public, right now, people wearing masks, all that stuff. Listen, if I have to wear a mask, I will wear a mask, okay? If that's a requirement, I will, and if people want me to wear a mask, I will respect them, and I will wear a mask. Okay, or a business says, hey, you have to wear a mask if you want to come in here. I will respect that 100%. Okay, but I will not be scared. All right, I will not be afraid to go outside, and I'm not going to be afraid of getting sick. All right, if I go outside, I get sick, and I end up passing away from this, like myself personally. I've come to terms with it. I've already come to, like, even before this whole thing started, like, you have to be, like, anything that you do in life is going to take risk, okay? When you get into a car, that is going to take risk. Getting into an airplane, that is risk. Anything, a bus, that's risk. Going anywhere outside in the world, that's risk. What you consume in your body, that is risk. If you're eating McDonald's every single day, you are taking a risk on your health. There's risk all over the world. All right? Doesn't matter where you go, everywhere has risk. And it just feels like humans, like, you know, it's like we just forgot that there's risk in the world because we've lived such a safe life. A lot of us here, especially in these first world countries, we've had such a safe life that this virus comes around and all of a sudden, like, people just lost it. You know, they're like, oh, snap. Wait a second. Wait, I could just get a sickness and die? How do you think they felt? Like, think about 300 years ago, right? In the history books, think about 300 years ago. If you got a cold back then, you would have died. It'd have been over for you. Anything, like any little disease back then, you would have passed away and died. I would have died to appendicitis. I got appendicitis when I was in 3rd grade. Okay? If I was born, I always think about this. If I was born back in the day, like in 1500s, I would have died in 3rd grade due to appendicitis, or I would have died because I can't see. Like in 1st grade, my eyes started changing, and then I'm totally nearsighted. I cannot see anything far away from me, not at all. Like I probably would have walked off a cliff or something stupid back in the day. All right, that's why I'm so thankful to be born in this time, in this era, because it's so much safer. We've definitely limited risk, but here's the deal though, is there still risk? No matter what you have in life, there is always going to be risk involved in anything, you know? So that's why I say, you know, this sucks. Absolutely. This whole situation in the world sucks, but don't let it make you live scared. Don't be the person who panics. Don't be that person who's shaking, right? I think about this, like on the basketball court, okay? It's 5 seconds to go. It's 4th quarter, you know? And that's life right now. It's 5 seconds to go, 4th quarter, all right? You're taking the shot, last second shot, right? Are you going to be panicked? Are you going to be scared? Oh, whoa, you're going to be shaking like this, huh? You're going to be nervous, right? Okay? Or, right, you're going to be confident, right? You're not going to be scared. You're going to say, hey, I want the shot. Give me the ball. I want the shot. I'm going to take the shot, okay? Right? You get the ball, you shoot it. Maybe you make it, maybe you miss it, all right? Irregardless, though, don't be scared, okay? Step up to the plate, knock a home run. All right, that's baseball, not basketball, but you get the dadgum point. Okay, that's my whole spiel about this thing, is that don't live, regardless of what your opinion is. I don't care what your opinion is. Okay, whether you're all about, you know, lockdown, mask, this, that, don't touch me, don't talk to me person, 6 feet apart, social distancing, you two, or if you're the person who's like, hey, let's go out. Let's party. I'm going to hug everybody that I see. I'm going to lick railings. I'm going to lick faces. I'm going to do all this stuff. Either side, okay? Let's stop living scared, you know? Let's get out there and let's be strong, okay? Look at this. Look at my traps. Huh? You see that? Rock solid, okay? Like I said, loud muscles, you guys. Loud muscles. But definitely, here's the thing. Definitely live. I mean, it's okay to be cautious, but I just don't want you to live in fear. That's the whole point. It's don't live like, you know, people are saying the world's ending. And maybe, hey, guess what? Maybe they're right. Maybe the world is ending. But you know what? You have to be willing to let go. Huh? If the world ends and the apocalypse happens, guess what? I'm fine. I'm going to let go. All right? That's out of my control. Let go. Let it go. All right? Things are happening great things are happening in my life right now. I've said this last podcast. I've told you guys this. Great. I'm having seriously, this is the best time in my life right now. And for personal reasons, I'll explain later. But for personal reasons, this is like the best time my life is going so great. It's unbelievable. I have big things coming up here in the near future. But guess what? Let's say the world ended. Let's say the apocalypse is happening a week from now. I have to let go of all the stuff that I've worked for, of everything that's going on in my life. I'm going to be willing to let go of that. And guess what? That's okay. All right? We all have to come to terms. This is what drives me crazy. Everybody has to come to terms that this life is not eternal. Okay, I hate to break it to you. This life is very mortal. We are very mortal people. And regardless of what you believe about the afterlife, okay, we have to be willing to let it go. Let it go. Hey, everybody pause the podcast. Go watch Frozen right now. Listen to the song, guys. She says, let it go. All right? That's not just for kids. That's for adults too. All right? Heed the words. Apply it to your life. Let it go. Maybe I should title this podcast, Let It Go. Or, well, no, probably not. No, or just let go, or how to let go. Because, we all have things. I mean, hopefully most of us have things that we care about, things that we worked hard for, whatever it might be. Okay? But like I said, you have to be willing to let go of your possessions. And even, as a kid, I was raised up as a Christian in the church, and one of the stories about Jesus was not to get all, Bible-y. I'm not taking the Bible here and to smack you right in the face with the Bible, but at least a good story from the Bible, regardless of whether you believe it or not, A good story was talking about Jesus talking to his followers, or no, it was like one of the disciples, right? And he was like, it was before he was a disciple. And Jesus like, hey, I forget what disciple it was, but he's like, hey, if you want to follow me, you got to drop everything in your life, okay? If you want to follow me, Steve. The guy's name was Steve. There was a disciple that was named Steve. He said, hey, Steve, you want to follow me? You got to drop everything in your life. You got to drop even your family, and you got to come follow me, Steve. If you want to follow me, you got to forget everything in your life. Drop it, let it go. Let go of your life. Follow me. And Steve the disciple, he did it. He dropped everything, okay? And that can be applied to real life with anything that you have. You have to be willing to push things to the side. And I'm trying to drill it in your brain, okay? If you don't understand that, then you're going to have a tough time, you're going to be like the people who are living scared. The people who are living in fear, you're going to be like those people, okay? And here's also, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be fearful for a brief period, okay? For depends on what it is. The timeline it varies, okay? But don't be fearful the entire time. Don't be scared all the time. It's okay to be scared for a little bit, but not for the whole thing, and fear mongering about the end of the world, and the buying into whatever people are telling you. And one last point on this. Like I said, I don't want to get too controversial. Listen, I don't want to step on your toes, but I'm going to step on your toes a little bit. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay, the media. And like I said, regardless of what side you're on, okay? I'm just stating, I'm an idiot. I'm just throwing things out there, okay? I'm throwing things out there, okay? I don't know who's just catch it, listen to it, maybe you throw it away, maybe you soak it up, ponder about it, all right? But here's the deal, okay? The media, who's been reporting about this coronavirus, all this stuff, I'm not saying the media is wrong. All right? I'm not saying the media is wrong. But I'm not saying the media is right either. Okay? I know, guys, that was a very good statement. Very, very complicated. Very well thought out. I know. The media, here's the deal about the media and about the news. Their bottom line is money, okay? Now, the media, what makes the media money? Okay, you have to ask yourself, how does the media make money, first of all? Well, the media makes money depending on how many viewers, the amount of money that the news or media makes depends on how many viewers they get or their ratings, okay? Because, the higher their ratings go, obviously that means more people are watching, and obviously the media runs advertisements, news runs advertisements, so these corporations, these businesses will say, hey, Fox News, I noticed that you guys had your ratings, you got 2.2 million viewers here at 7 p.m. on a Saturday. I want a time slot. I'm going to give you, I don't know how much money, I'm going to give you $5 million here to run my advertisements at 7 at one of your ad breaks at 7:10, whatever time, That's how they make money. The news makes money, is they have advertisements, they have corporations, businesses pay them to run ads on their channels. Okay, so now, obviously, if the media wants to make a lot of money, if they want to continue to make more money, they have to increase their audience. The more viewers they have, the more they can charge these businesses to pay for advertisements. Okay, so if you're CNN and you're not doing that hot, you're losing money. If you don't have as many viewers as you did before, then these businesses are going to say, hey, I'm taking out my ads, or I want a new deal because your ratings are down, and sorry to say, I'm paying you way too much money for that. So obviously there's an incentive, there's a monetary incentive for these news channels / media to keep their ratings up. Okay, so how now ask yourself, how would the media keep the ratings high? Okay, what's a good way to keep the ratings high on a news channel? What is something that these news channels could do to suck people in to their channels, to the TV, right? How can they get people glued to the TV? And I'm going to tell you something right now. One of the biggest ways that news can get high ratings is by promoting something fear-based. All right? Like I said, I'm stupid. I'm just throwing things out there, all right? These are just thoughts that I've had. Okay? I've thought this through before. All right? And maybe somebody has a counter argument, I don't know. But the media, one crucial manipulative tool that the media can use is fear. They can scare you into things. Why do you think toilet paper became such a hot commodity? Because they're promoting the end of the world, then suddenly people go and are just stocking up on toilet paper, and then the media is reporting, oh my gosh, look at all the toilet paper's gone from the shelves. Oh my gosh, guys, it's the end of the world. All the toilet paper's gone from the shelves, and now everybody who's watching the news is like, oh, I need to get toilet paper. Oh no, I need to get toilet paper. Now the toilet paper's all gone. So the toilet paper craze from the beginning of this lockdown was like, you could sell. There was a story about a dude who bought like $17,000 worth of toilet paper and hand sanitizer before this whole thing started. And he was going to upsell them. Fortunately and unfortunately for him, he got caught, and the police made him donate the stuff away or whatever it was. But the media has quite the power. The news has quite the power to control emotion, to control a population, to control a society, to control people. Okay? So with this coronavirus thing, the media absolutely wanted to spark a reaction. They absolutely, with the protests as well. Now, I'm Like I said, I'm not on either side of the protests. I'm right here neutral. I'm just saying though, the media, from a media standpoint, you want ratings, you want to get emotional, you want to get a story that's going to make people angry, fearful, whatever it may be, okay? More often than not, stories that are negative and create a lot of rage and anger and sadness, emotion, those get a lot more clicks, those get a lot more views than stories that are happy. Oh, look, here's a good story. A firefighter rescued a cat off a tree. No one cares about that. But then it's like, with the whole George Floyd incident, which was freaking horrible, by the way, awful things happened. With the George Floyd incident, rightfully so, people were ticked off. I mean, it was crazy. And it's still crazy. There was a huge emotional reaction, rightfully so, but a huge reaction, got so many clicks, so many views. The news was popping. In fact, I don't know if someone might have to look this up. I read somewhere CNN has had its high, in April or May, they had their best ratings from the month in 15 years. They've had their best ratings for overall in a month for the highest rated month in 15 years, okay? You got to think about this, all right? Sometimes the media is going to inflate things. Sometimes the media is going to try to inflate your emotions. They're going to try to spark your emotions, okay? Whether it be anger, sadness, something negative. They're going to sometimes, it's very, very powerful. Anger, hatred, it's a very powerful emotion. And sometimes or fear or scared, fearfulness. Absolutely. The media is going to try to really push home those kind of emotions. They're going to try to get into your head and get you, get those feelings inside of you. Okay? So, with this whole coronavirus thing, I'm just saying, be aware of what is being pumped into your brain, okay? I'm not saying the media is wrong. I'm not saying the news is wrong. But are they trustworthy? I have questions. That's all I can say. I have questions about what the media, what their true intentions are. Because to me, the media really, truthfully, for me, the media only cares about money. It's their bottom line. That is why they inflate things quite often. Okay, they try to spark an emotional response out of people, and they'll try to manipulate people into doing whatever crazy stuff. Like this coronavirus tried to manipulate people into being scared and feel fearful for their lives, and it's worked too. Okay, and people are talking about the end of the world. People are scared. Even my family, like I said before, they are talking about the end, of the apocalypse. It's to me, to be honest with you, if the media went away, if the media just suddenly disappeared today, or if social media it all went away, everything, all the internet went away, I guarantee you life would get a lot better. Because, scrolling through all these stories and stuff, it makes you, the days that I scroll through Facebook and just see all this, or Twitter, which I deleted Twitter, but before, when I had Twitter, scrolling through Twitter and just seeing all these negative stories and, just stuff that puts you in a bad mood, right? And it just makes you feel worse. And I feel like if the media just disappeared one day and the internet disappeared one day, I feel like life would be better. I feel like we'd all be a lot happier. I hate to say it, but because obviously I'm participating in the internet. I'm doing a podcast for pity's sake. I have a YouTube channel. So it's what are we doing? Right? Why are we living? I understand, take precautions and stuff, but don't live scared. You got to be willing to let go. Okay? You got to be willing to let go of things and of life, even life itself, because, hey, at the end of the day, mortality is a part of being human. hate to break it to you, mortality is a part of being human. Okay? So, accept it and enjoy the journey. What else can you do but enjoy the journey? Okay? Fight for what you believe in. All right? You know, the pursuit of happiness. Okay? Work hard at what you do. And hey, let's have some fun, you guys. Let's have some fun. All right, I've gone overtime already, just as an FYI. I went past my time, guys. It's past 30 minutes. I apologize, okay? I hope that made sense to you. If I offended you, sorry. I try to be as controversially non-controversial as I possibly can. Like I said, my advice is just to be be cautious, but don't live in fear, okay? Don't be that person. Don't be panicky. Don't look at me. Don't be shaken. Okay? Steady. Build your house on a rock, not on sand. Steady, okay? Loud muscles. That's what it's all about, you guys. I think that's all I wanted to say. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. I mean, I probably have more thoughts on this. There's probably some stuff I left out, but, you know, if I have anything else to say, I'll probably mention it next podcast. So if you watch this all the way through or listen to this all the way through, thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. If you have any thoughts, you want to add any thoughts about this in the comment section, go ahead. Please make sure you be respectful. Okay, be open-minded. Also, that's another thing. That is something that it sickens me about today is we're so close-minded. Both sides, left and right, people were so close-minded. The media is dividing us. Okay, they try to be very divisive. We're so close-minded with each other. We're shutting each other off. We got to be open-minded. Okay, we got to listen to other people's ideas. Okay, both sides, and we got to come together as one. We've got to look. See how my hands are? Clasped together, okay? This is us right now, right? My right hand way over here, left hand way over here, okay? We got to come together, like, look, okay, wait, social distancing, though, if you believe in, slightly social distance, but we got to come together like this, okay, very loosely, but cross together, we got to come together, and as one, and we have to unite and become a nation, a world, and we have to respect each other, be open-minded to each other, love each other, unless obviously someone's a serial killer. Don't love serial killers, guys. Okay, they're not cool. But you know, love each other, live in peace and harmony, and we got to be willing to let go of what we have. And it looks like I'm praying. Let go of what you have, and I think that the world will be a better place. So, thank you guys for listening. Sorry I went over the time. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next podcast. Love, peace, chicken grease.